Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today, you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I am drinking a really good beer. So good I can't remember the name. Let the People Dance. It's an IPA. It's pretty fabulous. It's nice and citrusy. It's really good. You should try it. In any case, back to the music. So today we have a special request, or a series of special requests. This will be the first one. So I've been asked to react to several songs from a band called Alterbridge. I have not heard them before, or at least I have. I don't remember hearing them. All of these songs are from this 2011 concert live at Wembley. I don't know if Amplified is the name of the album or if it's somebody who's actually, putting on the concert or what that is exactly. In any case, there's a bunch of different songs that were requested in no particular order, so I just kind of looked through the names, and the first one I came to is one called All Hope Is Gone. It's a very uplifting title. I don't actually know if the song itself is going to be as depressing as the title sounds, but we shall see. So let's get it. That's what's his face? Oh, what's his name? Uh, it's on the tip of my tongue. He did that thing with Slash, and I think he also might have done something with Chris Cornell acoustic as well. Uh, Boy, his name's escaping me. I didn't realize he sang for Alter Bridge. I see Miles Kennedy. Isn't that Miles Kennedy? I think that is, but I'm not sure. I'll let it go and maybe I'll figure it out. I was like when bands get the audience in, you know, participation. That's a lot of fun. But I have to figure this out. Who sings for Alter Bridge?
Alter Bridge is an American rock band from Orlando, Florida. The band was formed in 2004.
Miles Kennedy. Okay. I just wanted to give me the answer. I didn't want to give me a thesis on Alter Bridge. Okay, so now that I know that, I can relax a little bit and actually enjoy the music. I'm going to go back a second here and let's see what we got. Hold on, I gotta re-listen to that guitar. That's a pretty smoking riff. And it's a small thing, but I just want to point out. So is he kind of? All right, so he gets them singing in the key of the song they're about to play. I guess that's probably why they have those opening notes there to get him centered. I mean, maybe he's got perfect pitch, but... And presumably people in the audience, if you're fans, know what song's coming up based on this melody here. Man, he's a good singer. it's kind of funny. The lyrics so far are of the depressing sort, right? It's really is kind of an all hope is gone, uh, in a poetic way, right? The streams of indifference are flowing through me until the what do you say until the river runs dry, right? So there's basically just so much indifference that you've run out of anything, right? Um, and all your dreams have been disposed or something. What do you say? I no longer care. I what do you say? I've all but disposed of dreams I once held inside. But at the same time, the music isn't like minor. I mean, maybe it's my, but it's that last chord that they ended on there was a major chord, and it kind of clashed with the meaning of the lyrics. I always find it very interesting when bands do that. Either they have, minor key music with uplifting lyrics. It's super common in like, Jewish music, right? They're singing about praising God, but everything's in the minor key. But then other times like this, when you've got really depressing music, lyrics, but the music itself isn't necessarily, sad sounding. Oh, but disposed of dreams that I once held inside. Desire is gone after all of these years. The fight has been lost, I can see it. Yeah. The apathy born a long time ago has grown to what I can't defeat. I've been here too long. I'm tired and longing for more. I got much to run to find what I'm looking for. You sing it. Just like curious how deep in my heart, but what could have been and might be. Hey man, there's like nothing better. I shouldn't say nothing better, but it's always awesome watching musicians that are clearly having a good time doing what they're doing, Because I imagine if you're touring around, it's, and we've talked about this in some other videos, you just get tired. It's got, a lot of times there's this like false belief by, fans that they're just having a great time and loving life and everything's wonderful. And it's not, right? They're away from their families. They're staying in different places, a lot of times on buses or whatever, right? And, probably eating junk food half the time, right? And it's just physically exhausting. And so when you see them having a good time, it makes me, happy, and it makes me really appreciate that they love what they're doing enough to kind of overcome all of that exhaustion and everything. And if you've ever been in one of those situations where you're exhausted, but you're doing something you love, and it kind of takes you away from that. It elevates you out of all of the exhaustion and, even kind of depression, at least for a little while, which is, I guess, almost counts as irony in this case, right? Because they're actually doing something they love that's making them happy, that's taking away this, all hope is gone kind of feeling, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if it was meant to be irony, but that big smile he had kind of seemed a little ironic with the lyrics. See, that one girl there in the red shirt on the right, man, she knew it was coming. She knew the camera was above her going down, and as soon as it happened, she looked right up and started singing. Everybody else, pretty oblivious. There's a guy that almost caught it on the upper left there, but he's looking at the wrong camera. What is he going into Goodbye Cruel World? Pink Floyd, last track on The Wall, disc 1, has that kind of octave thing going. Actually, to be fair, Pink Floyd has a lot of songs that use that kind of drop D octave thing going on, right? This, Careful with That Axe, Eugene, there's others. That's an interesting effect on the guitar there. It kind of reminds me of there's a Temple of the Dog song that has a guitar that starts like that. Is it Say Hello to Heaven, maybe? I think kind of had an effect like that on it. Sorry if I just bumped the mic. I don't know if you're listening to it in headphones or on something with good speakers, but there's a really interesting way the mix is going on with, a lot of times usually there's some instrumentation from all the instruments in both, headphones. Maybe it'll be a little bit more balanced to one side or the other, but in this case, it's just like all one on one side and then it's jumping to the other side. It's kind of interesting. Like that one that I was saying kind of sounded like the one that Miles Kennedy's playing that sounded like the Temple of the Dog sound is all in my left ear. Although I think on the screen it may look like I'm pointing to my right ear, but it's my left, I promise. I know the difference. And then the other guitar that's coming in with those accents is completely on the other ear. And I think the drums may have been jumping back and forth. I don't know if that was somebody changing it in the mix or if different drums are actually being EQ'd in different channels, in different speakers. I gotta hear that solo again. Now notice the guitar faces he's making, right? These are just classic, beautiful guitar player faces while he's soloing here. He's feeling these notes that he's playing. And even right there, you can see he's getting ready. He's gearing up. He's got that kind of ready. Here he goes. Stay on his guitar. Support your local Hells Angels, Washington. Nice. I love when chords or solos accent kind of that, and I guess it's probably the third in the scale, to really stress that major chord at the end of a bar, when it's largely kind of minor key chords that have been happening. So this whole thing kind of has that minor feel, and then that last note he plays really pushes it into the major. And that was kind of that same chord progression that I was talking about at the beginning of the song, although it was a lot less pronounced at the time. But it's, when I was saying they were singing depressing lyrics and it kind of had that major chord at the end, this is that same spot. But here the solo really accents it. just want to confirm one thing real quick. 6. Okay, I know it seems like an odd thing that I'm looking at how many strings the guitar player has, and I'm going to check the bass as well. So he's got a 5-string. All right. I've been noticing lately it seems like almost every bassist has 5-string. I was hoping with these guys having kind of a awesome traditional rock style that he might just be playing a 4-string. Something nostalgic for me about that, I guess. But I'll allow 5 on this. But it seems like a lot of lead players are starting to play like 7-string guitars, which seems a little unnecessary to me sometimes. I mean, I guess there's reasons for it. But, you know, I still appreciate when I'm seeing just a good old-fashioned 6-string, you know, guitar. Maybe that just means I'm old. You know, you kids get off my lawn. And, you know, I remember when I used to have dial-up modem kinds of things. And I also remember when guys used to have 6 strings on their lead guitars and 4 strings on the bass. That's just the way I am. Yeah! Those faces again. And this is just a minor thing to note, but I don't know how the bass player can play with this shirt buttoned up like that. He's got to be sweating like a mofo. Hey, the bassist is who's really killing it in this part. That lead riff is kind of what's prominent, but the bassist is just crushing it. I wish it was a little louder in the mix for me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, that was really good. I'm actually looking forward to doing these other songs that were requested. I know they're not all rock songs because he did tell me that one of them was I think just Miles Kennedy probably playing the acoustic guitar and singing. So I'm looking forward to that. But all of them, I mean, actually, you know, if all the other songs that I react to from this concert are as good as this one, I think I'm going to go back and maybe react to all of them eventually. I would not be against that. This was really good. I like this a lot, and I'm wondering how I've been living with my head under a rock and not hearing these guys before. So, in any case, I mean, 2011, geez, it's been 13 years, and I'm assuming that this wasn't their first concert, so they've been around longer than that. I mean, for all I know, maybe they're not even around anymore. Maybe that's why I'm listening to an old concert and not a new one. But I sure hope they're still together. But clearly, I like this, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I will post a link to the concert down in the description of this, and you know, if I can find the band's page, and maybe they got some socials or whatever. I don't know. I'll try to post all that so you can go check them out. Right? Maybe like me, this was your first time hearing the band, or maybe you've been a great fan for a long time. But either case, you should go to their the page for this concert, give it a like, subscribe to the band, show them some love, make sure that they're getting their flowers, as they say these days, I think. So in any case, I think that's it for me. Everybody, have a good day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.